my name is Jennifer Vimbor. I'm a registered dietitian with Nutrition Counseling Services. And today we are going to cook stuffed peppers with turkey. Delicious. It's a great meal, or you can even have it as a side dish. So what we start out with is some lean ground beef, very lean ground beef. Go for at least 70, about 97% fat-free. Look them back. Look at for at least less than 5 grams per serving. So what I want to do is spray. We always want to spray our pan with nonstick pan. And I'm going to add the ground turkey. And when you put it in, just kind of chop it up. If you have a nonstick pan, you want to use you don't want to use a metal spatula. Okay. So also what we're doing, we chopped up our scallion, our leeks. We're going to dump those in there. And we're also going to add our pepper, or our garlic. Now be sure to mix everything up really well. We don't want a big chunk of garlic, big bite of garlic there. Okay. And I'm going to place this over medium to high heat until it's brown. So it's nice and brown and there's no fat there. I'm just going to let that sit for a moment. Now, what you want to do is get a nice, medium to large size pan, spray it with Pam, or cooking pan. You take your peppers, get colorful, yellow, red, green, cut them in half, and then you want to scoop out the inside. So, as you can see, nothing inside. And we want to boil them. Just drop them in boiling water for about 3 to 5 minutes, about that, until they're sort of bright. We don't want them mushy. Rinse them off, and then place them in your pan with the pan. This is what we're going to end up filling for our stuffed peppers. Okay, now let's check on our ground turkey. Our turkey is nice and brown. And meanwhile, when that was cooking, we made our rice mixture. And added the chicken bouillon, the low sodium one. So we'll put that on the side until we're ready to stuff. Now let's take our spices. We have our our basil and parsley. I'm going to dump that in there, spread it around. Tomatoes, we'll add our 2 large tomatoes. Looking good. Mushrooms. So a can of mushroom works well. That way you don't have to slice them all. Easy's good. Okay. Now, let's mix everything together and we'll have a wonderful mixture. Then we'll be ready to stuff our peppers. And the tomato adds a lot of nice color to it too. So now we have our turkey mixture. Now I'm going to take the rice and just scoop that in just so it gets the same flavor. So it's added. And everything is all together, and the juices all the spices are together, and it's wonderful. It adds a nice flavor. And you really only need to do this for a couple minutes just to get the mixture. And at this point, you could really put the stovetop on low. Looking good. Okay. Looks like everything is mixed really well. Turn the oven off. Don't forget to turn the stove off. Now, the peppers that we cut up earlier, I'm going to place them in a pan sprayed with a cooking spray. And now we just want to scoop out scoop out a little bit into a spoonful or two, depending on how large your spoon is, into each of the peppers. And once we get these filled up, we're going to put them in the stove. And we want to bake them for about 30-35 minutes, or until they have a light brown coating, a light brown, or slightly brown, we should say. Okay, and we're going to hold the cheese off until the end and add that as a nice flavor. All right, looks like we're just about ready to go into the oven. So our stuffed peppers are ready. We're on our final step here. Looks great, the top is nice and brown. Now let's take our cheese and our shredded cheese and just sprinkle it on. You can put as much or as little or none. I used a light Colby cheese so that it is low in fat. So the whole dish actually is healthy, delicious, and low in fat. It's great. Low fat, low cholesterol. Can't beat that. And tasty. So let it stand for a few minutes to let the cheese melt, or you can also put it in the oven for a couple minutes too if you want it a little quicker. There we go. Voila! Looks delicious. We'll let it melt and enjoy.